When we landed in Malaysia in 1982, there was a woman there that had a prophetic word for us, for Terry and I, that Nepal was in our future, and I never thought much of it because we were just trying to get to Thailand at that point. We got to Thailand, built the ministry there, and a number of years later there was some kind of connection, an invitation that came from here in Nepal for us to come and teach leaders, help with training leaders. And so we got on a plane and headed over to Nepal, and partway onto the flight just got comfortable, relaxed it, and then suddenly extreme chest pains and passed out, and they put me on oxygen and carried me off that plane on a stretcher and into some ridiculous hospital experience. We couldn't find a return flight to Thailand, so we just went on and did the conference, and I can remember sitting on a chair every time it was my turn to preach, and had a great conference. The guy that had organized that, we were kind of expecting that he would be building some relationship with us. Turned out to be a shyster, and he's abandoned the ministry, abandoned his call, abandoned his country, and living the high life in America somewhere. But through that, some of our missionaries met Prem, and who later married Lalita, and brought them to Thailand to be mentored and trained in the ministry in Thailand, and then sent back here to begin a ministry. And this is, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, 12 years ago now. And they built the ministry modeled around the things that they've seen and learned in Thailand, and it's been very successful and very exciting for us now to visit. And thinking about the investment that many of our missionaries and close personal friends, people that are like really close to the ministry, to where they see the benefits and the value, and invest and support people like Prem and Alita and help them get the ministry up and running. But you can get to a point of satisfaction and joy about what's going on in a place like Nepal and settle back. There's a pull back into the comfort of, yeah, we've done something amazing. Or it can stir us on and get us excited about the next thing. And what's really on my heart today is, the excitement of Nepal, but also the new guys that are coming in. We're just teaching 12 new Bible school students here. And in Thailand, we've just started our new year. And thinking about them, and the question really is, how are we going to invest in their lives? It takes one permanent leader to launch a ministry like this in Nepal. We've got a bunch of them in Thailand, a bunch of them here, a bunch of them in India, a bunch of them in the Philippines, all over the place, Malaysia. And how do we draw people in to invest? And here's one of the things: if we sit back and get comfortable, then not long after that, we become fearful and worried about our own instead of reaching out. And is the moment that the church hits that critical mass of, it's more important for us to look after what's at home and stop the going and the sending, which is Jesus' command to us, we become victims instead of victors. And so we need to inspire everyone in our circle of influence. Let's not get comfortable and complacent, especially in the crazy world that we live in, but let's fulfill the mandate of the church so that the blessing of God can come not only on the places that we're investing in, but on our own home, on our own churches, on our own nation. And we can see great breakthrough come through that more than we can through anything else. And we've seen that over the history of the church, that the ones that continue to be more than conquerors, giving and sowing and inspiring, are the ones that God blesses and protects and perpetuates into the next generation. And so as we look into the next generation here, new students in Thailand, new students in all these places, I want to call you into action to say, come on, how can we support these guys? It costs about $6,000 a year in Thailand to go through the Bible school. That's housing and travel and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of going on there. And the result is absolutely proven and amazing. We've got probably a higher percentage of our graduates in full-time leadership ministry than any other college that I know, because that's where they come. They come to get mentored, they come to get trained, but they also come to get mobilized into what God has for them. And that's where you and I work together. So I want you to connect with us today, victoryasia.com. You can connect and help us train this next generation of young leaders. And I'm just believing today that I'm determined. I'm not going to get comfortable. I want to see us take this one to the next level. I want to see us take Thailand to the next level. Next week, we've got a team landing in Vietnam permanently to begin to plant a work there. We've never had a team in there before, so we're excited about that. Well, that comes from, people that were mentored and raised up in our other churches in Asia and particularly in Thailand. And not only that, but if you're really serious about investing in the Great Commission, you need to come and visit us. And we make opportunities for that short-term mission trips. Summit every year, 2020 Summit is the next one coming up, first week of September. You need to be here for that. You can meet all of the leaders from all of the 10 nations of Victory Asia right at that summit and rub shoulders with them. And I tell you what, it is absolutely life-changing because it's so inspiring to see what God has done through the investment that we make. So I want to challenge you and want to encourage you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for, just partnering with us to get this work done and see it grow in such amazing ways. There's a lot more to do, and I think you and I need to rise up to a new level. It seems that just God is speaking to my heart after seeing what's going on here in Nepal. So exciting. It challenges me. Let's do more.